Good morning, welcome to a new day and a new location. We have actually gone bush this week. So last time you saw us, we were at Coaldale in beautiful sunny weather watching the sunrise, and it was so spectacular. After that, we actually headed to Sydney just outside of Campbelltown to a friend's private property. Now the property doesn't have any internet service. They work off Starlink and you could ask for the password if you wanted to. But just for a change, for 3 days, I refused the offer. And I've spent 3 days offline, not looking at any socials, not doing anything. And I actually put the cameras down and recorded very little. But what I did record was when we went to the national park that is close to their property, we actually walked down and we came to this beautiful swimming hole. It was just amazing. Now, it's difficult to get down to the edge to swim, and it's a women's only swimming hole out of respect for the Indigenous people. So we didn't go down and swim, but overlooking it, it was just amazing. And it's definitely something that's gone back on my list as my list grows longer to revisit and perhaps swim at one day. Then we were supposed to be heading home, but we didn't really feel like going home. So we've always driven down the Hume Highway and seen the sign to Bungonia National Park and didn't really know much about it. So we turned off, stopped and made a booking because you have to pre-book. And here we are for a few nights. And it's midweek. And it is more popular than I actually thought it would be. Now, sadly for us, the sun's gone away and the weather has changed significantly. And there is intermittent rain, high winds, and it is cold. But we're still going to see if we can do a few walks and have a look around and maybe get a taste for the national park in between the rain. And then we'll know if we want to come back and spend some more time here. But the facilities are really good. There's hot and cold showers. Great camp kitchen, and there's 3 satellite camping areas and we're in one of them, and they actually all have water tanks and picnic tables, and we've actually got this spot with a table and seat. There's also filtered water so that you can fill your water bottle up, not your tank. It's just for water bottles, etc. There's 60 sites here in total, and you book that you're taking up one site, and when you drive in, it's first in, first served. And we were going to go for a day-long hike, but as you can see, it's just building and it's just going to rain. There's a lot of rain predicted in about 2 hours, so we're going to take the car off the van, unhook, and drive around. We are at the look down. We're going to walk out. We are obviously, as usual, the only people here. So we'll come along. Although I must confess, the weather is not ideal. And if you live locally, you probably wouldn't choose to come out and camp. Especially because you can't have campfires here. And it's cold enough that that's really what you want to do. So we just met people that are moving on because they want fires. Oh, you don't see that very often. You're not allowed to parachute off here. There you go. Haven't seen that before.
Better we shoot back in the car.
You were planning on parachuting? Oh my gosh. You ready for this? Wow. Look at the open cut mine over there. It's outside the border on the northern edge of Bungonia National Park. It's been operating since 1871. More than half of the raw materials for cement in New South Wales are sourced from this mine, and has just John pointed out. Look how cool that tree is, just hanging, growing off the rocks. Nicely, the weather, the clouds have just parted as we come out here and the wind dropped. We're now going to the other platform. You can just see how rugged this landscape is. And it's all on a limestone platform. Are you not going out? John won't go all the way out. Look at that. Oh, just hanging out. Look at that tree down there, that shrub. It's all in flower. And this is definitely more exposed. You all right?
No,
You can't do it.
I know, I did go to the edge then. I just...
When? For like 2 seconds. He's struggling.
Easy.
Easy. Shall I jump? Oh, that's so funny. He's not usually like that. Well, I love it out here anyway. It's just amazing to see these boulders and the shrubs that are holding on for dear life. And the river, there's so much water in it, but we have had a lot of rain. And you get to see the open cut mine better on this one. And just the sheer cliffs down there. Look at that. Wow. Just goes right down. It's just a day of lookouts. And there is a loop walk that you can walk to all these lookouts. But as I said, we'll be getting wet and cold and miserable, right?
No.
No, what?
No, not miserable or cold or wet.
It would be if we were walking it in the raincoat.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, you're in a mood.
You are.
I'm not, you are.
You are.
Well, clearly people climb over there, over the fence, to have a look at that. And once again, no climbing the fence, no abseiling.
Parachute.
Yeah, it doesn't have the sign to say you can't parachute.
Oh, it's cold out there.
Oh, can you see the trees going? I think we're going to be a little exposed. Oh, where to start? Oh my gosh. You don't need to climb the fence back there. You can see it all here and it's beautiful. Look at this. And interestingly, we can just see the top of the mine over there. So we're at a completely different angle with only like a few minutes drive.
I'll look out just around that corner.
Yeah, it must be around there. That's it for Bungonia National Park. We're all packed up. I'm not sure if I'd need to come back here. If you were into fauna and bird watching, then yes, there's plenty of signs around where it says there's rare plants, and if you came and you were looking for something specific, there's been a lot of studies here. But for me as a general camper, in winter or all year round, you are not allowed to have campfires. So it was freezing yesterday and we ended up spending a lot of time in the van where normally we would have lit a fire and enjoyed that. Also in summer, there's not really there's no close water source. So in summer, you'd be sitting here and it's a long way to the Shoalhaven River. I think there'd be better options to camp if it was a hot summer's day. But definitely if you're into walking, they have some beautiful walks, and the lookouts, as you've seen, are absolutely spectacular. This is quite pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all right. I'm reading this book about anticlimax.
Anticlimax?
Yeah, the first part's really good.
Very good. You got me because I thought you're reading that other book that you really like at the moment. What's it called?
Yeah, Defence Protocol.
You quite like that one,
By
don't you?
Tom Clancy.
You're quite into it?
Yeah, good war stuff. I understand all the acronyms and bits and pieces. Why do they spell fridge with a D, but refrigerator's got no D in it?
I don't know, why?
I don't know, that's what I'm asking.
Oh, I thought it was a new joke.
No, and I'm just... Why's fridge got F-R-I-D-G-E, but refrigerator's no D in it? Shouldn't be refrigerator with a D?
Well, logically, but I don't think the English language is logical.
Yeah.
Always.
Strange, isn't it?
It is. We thought there was supposed to be caves through this area, and one's noted on the notice board, but there's also a notice saying they're not for general public use, that you need somebody licensed to take you in them, and we suspect they're not labelling them or putting up signage.
They don't exist.
Because they don't want people to go to them. So we've had a good look. Could be just on the other side of there. But given how dark it's getting, we're going to head back, I think, yes? Here we are, we're back on the road. We've actually left Bungonia National Park, and we've been told by the people that were camping behind us of a campsite a little bit further along that we can probably have fires at, and it's along a river, so we've decided to come for a little bit of a drive, haven't we?
Yeah, Stewarts Crossing near the Shoalhaven River, not far from Derriga.
Just cannot believe though, we have the Toyota GPS on, and to double check us, I went onto the phone and look at the arrival times, the difference. It's nearly 2 o'clock on the Toyota and it's 1:10 on the maps. So hopefully this will be a nice campsite next to the water and one to put on the list. Right here is when the GoPro decided to malfunction, but basically in the camp book it said there was a small water crossing and we were prepared to do that, but when we arrived and got out of the car to have a look, the river has swollen and it was over 1 metre deep where we could see the marker, and we decided not to cross. We're pleased that we followed our gut instinct, because when we got to the next campground and met people that camp here regularly, they said it's actually a causeway, and if you fall off the causeway, it's pretty hard to get recovery, and that they would never have crossed it given how fast the river is flowing on the other side. So I'm pleased that we backed up, managed to find a small area to turn around, and continued on our way, basically, just not really knowing where we were going to go. This has been a funny and frustrating day, really. We looked in the campground and there was a wog camping ground nearby, just about 15 minutes. Keep in mind it's 2:30 in the afternoon now. So we thought we'll head there. It's in the Bungonia National Park and we'll figure out if we have to disconnect and go somewhere for coverage and book in. We'll figure it out because we're hungry and we want to just get set up somewhere, considering all we wanted at the beginning of the day was somewhere to be able to have a fire. Well, we have arrived here and it's tents only, and very clearly tents only. If we drive in, there's not really anywhere to turn around. This is the Bungonia Wilderness Area. Oh, we're here at Araluen Camping Area. There is a walk that you can do. And that looks great, and it's a multi-day walk by the looks of it. And then, of course, if you're on the other side, I've stayed at Gamble's Rest before near Bungonia, and that's part of the Bungonia National Park. And from there you can go around and see Fitzroy Falls, and that's also part of the park. It's a lovely area, but not for us today. Our very first campsite, when we first got the van, we went to this campsite down at Araluen, and we realised that we were in the area and we know that it'll be decent and good and quiet, and so we're just driving out to it, right? It's about 17 minutes away.
Yeah, it should be there in about 15 minutes or so, yeah.
Anyway, it's just been a bit tricky, and we did stop at a well-known campsite that we've used before, but I have to say it was full of a lot of people, and it looked like people have been living there for a long time, and it felt uncomfortable to pull the van in between an established community, if that makes sense. Is that right?
A lot of full-time campers there, I think, and they got stuff all over. It's not messy, they're all over the place. We're all going to get in the road, I think.
Yeah, so we felt a bit uncomfortable. You know, when the campsite's got an established community and you're pulling in and the only site left is smack in the middle of them all, it's not so comfortable, or not comfortable for us. Woohoo! Finally! We're at a campsite and it is very quiet. There's only one other camper. It's a 72-hour campsite at Araluen, and we love it here. And we've got our fire pit, and we've chosen this one because look at this. I mean, John's not that thrilled to be here, I'll be honest, because it's next to the grave. I'm pretty sure the grave would be for an animal, surely. Good morning. It's a little misty this morning and things are starting a little slowly. There's only us and one other camper over there, and it's been a beautifully quiet night. that certainly confirms that this road is closed. We'll still have a look on the bridge. This is the entrance to the campground. And if you go straight along, all the campsites that are along the creek are along this side because the creek runs there. The toilets are actually just over there, and there's picnic tables and stuff scattered around. And there's barbecues just at the entrance to the campground. You never know what you might see down here. We've decided to come for a walk. It's about 3 k's into town. We'll just see what we can see, won't we?
Well, town's a bit, probably half a dozen houses and a pub, I think.
Yeah, I've never been there. But we know the sign to the pub says it's 3 kilometres away from the campground. So we're assuming that's what we're walking.
Oh, there's a caravan.
Oh,
jeez.
Maybe that's our next project, a doer-upper.
Yeah, that'll buff out.
Okay, here we are. We're in Araluen's busy main street.
Haven't seen a car yet. Go past.
Haven't seen a car, haven't seen a person.
Dog barked at us.
Yeah, one dog barked at us. Lots of signs, lots of interesting architecture. We are walking and walking. We've walked past the Araluen Township sign and a group of houses, which were all very interesting. And now we're continuing because we still haven't come to the pub, so we haven't done our 3 kilometres. It is very, very picturesque. I thought this building was old, like a gatehouse to something. I think it's a fairy house. Look at that. The fairy tree dedicated loving memory to wonderful grandparents, Jack and Annie Collins, and their 8 children. Well, I wonder, can you enter the fairy house? You can. Oh, look at this. Look at this, John. Oh my gosh. Here we are in the fairy house. Somebody has drawn all these magical fairies. So pretty. So much work somebody's done. Well, this is it. We've finally made it to the Araluen pub. It would be a long walk if it was dark at night back to the campground, right?
A long walk now.
It's up for sale. Oh, hello. You're talking. You're very friendly.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Put your finger in so it happens.
No way on your world.
Well,
Look at that beak.
You've got 10 fingers.
Hello.
Well, here comes a cat.
Okay. Goodbye.
Hey, I just realised, I just read something the other day.
Yeah.
The Titanic's been sunk 100 years ago.
Oh yeah, I know
And
that.
some divers went down and had a look.
Yeah.
And they're amazed that the pool is still full.
Oh, ha ha. Very funny. Very good. Is that what you're doing while you're looking over this beautiful scene?
Titanic will probably come down here.
The Titanic at the bottom of the creek. Here we are, packing up. It is earlier in the morning than what we normally would pack up on a late day close to home. But the Braywood Bakery is calling for breakfast. Or it's calling John, very much so. You can see he's hiding behind the van because he doesn't want to admit. You ready for your Braywood Bakery?
Oh, we're going to the Braywood Bakery, are we?
Are we? Oh my gosh.
I didn't know that.
Oh. This is a lovely spot and we've been here before. In fact, it was the first place that we bought the van when we got it. And we had the place pretty much like this to ourselves to try everything out in it and to feel like we were really using the van to its full potential for our first outing. If you want to sit and watch the water go by and a few birds flitter past and maybe visit the pub if you're here from Wednesday to Saturday or Sunday, then this is the place for you because this little view is just beautiful. And we literally sat yesterday for hours just watching the water go past, didn't we?
Bloody cold water, but yeah, water.
Yeah, and we keep saying we'll come back in summer. Never have. I went down yesterday to look for a donation box and I can't find one and there's no notes that it's donation. So I guess we'll just be on our way and I'll see you on the other side. And look, somebody's going to say good morning. In other words, I'm going to the toilet, don't talk to me. Is that right?